Hi everyone, in this video I'll show you the most effective PPC campaign. There's a lot of options to do PPC, targeting, bidding strategy, so many moving parts that you end up losing money. In this targeting, I will show you how you can have better control and target as many keywords as you want without doing a huge budget. But before we go into this campaign, let's talk about all the match types or the targeting on PPC. So there are 3 match types. When we do our campaign, we have exact, phrase, and broad. And I will explain each terms. So for example, if we are targeting the keyword vegetable chopper, in exact campaign, what's going to show, our ads will show only if somebody search for vegetable chopper or vegetable choppers, or maybe vegetables chopper. So the single word and the plural. It has to be exact, nothing extra. So if somebody wrote vegetable chopper, for example, in the kitchen, that will not show. It has to be just vegetable chopper. So that's exact targeting. In a phrase, the words that you target in a phrase has to show in the same order. So electric vegetable chopper. So vegetable chopper in the same order. It could be keyword before it and keyword after it. So it could be vegetable chopper electric after as well, or manual vegetable chopper. But the 2 keywords in the same order will show. Now for broad is loosely related to the keyword, so it's more broad as the term suggests. So vegetable chopper will show, and vegetable slicer, which is not in the keyword, will show. Food chopper, which is another name for vegetable chopper, will show. But it will go even broader than that, as going as kitchen tools or kitchen accessories, and that could cost you a lot of money. So if you have a kitchen tools, one of the search terms in your campaign, then that might be costing you a lot of money, because kitchen tools can apply to so many other products, and if people are clicking on it, that will cost you money. So what you can do is negative that keyword so it don't cost you money, but you might end up with so many unrelated keywords in the broad campaign. So broad can be a costly campaign, especially lately. Amazon is going very wider and wider, and it's becoming a very costly campaign. So to control the broad, so as we said, the phrase, only the 2 keywords has to be in the same order. So if somebody wrote, for example, a vegetable electric chopper, that will not show in a phrase because it's not in the same order. But in a broad, it will show. But also, as I said, it also will show other keywords that will lose us a lot of money. So the other option that we have is another match type, which is called broad modified. Not many people talk about it, not many people use it, and I have been testing with this and I've got amazing results with it. So what's a broad modified? It's exactly like a broad, but you can't put a plus before the keyword, and that will ensure that word is in that search terms. So if you put plus just before vegetable and you don't put plus between chopper, so vegetable definitely will show, chopper might not. But if you do plus and plus, both of these keywords will show in any order. So if somebody wrote vegetable electric chopper, that will show in a broad modified. Okay, so what terms can it show? Let me give you those examples. Vegetable chopper, electric vegetable chopper. So this is the keyword totally, or something before it, or the word like for there in the middle, or chopper here, chopper for vegetable prep. Look, they are not next to each other, but they show. Best chopper for vegetables, and vegetable here. You can see here, vegetable, and then a chopper at the end, and there is a cutter and chopper. So let's say if we wanted to do exact, phrase, and broad, maybe exact and phrase at least, campaigns for all the possible keywords that we have for vegetable chopper. Maybe we have 300 keywords that they are in a top 15 position, and we want to target them all. So for an exact, as I said, the word has to be exact, so vegetable chopper or vegetable choppers. If we need to target anything like vegetable slicer, there'll be another keyword. Each campaign, each match type, per campaign, we shouldn't really have more than 10. So if we have 300, so we need 30 sets of exact, 30 sets of phrase. And if we decide to do broad, there'll be 30 sets. There'll be too many campaigns. We have to have huge amount of budget and a lot of bidding that we need to do. So if we, for example, say that vegetable chopper, I said you have 300 keywords that we need to target. So if we're going to target the exact, it'll be onion chopper, food chopper, vegetable chopper, vegetable slicer, and the list goes on and on and on. Okay? There is an easier way of doing all that with the broad match, and I'll show you exactly how we can do that. not just targeting the main one, vegetable chopper. There's an easier way of doing that. So you can target more keywords, but without doing all this, as I said, 90 set of campaigns. I'll show you in the next video how we can do that.